The Che Cafe lives on. A new deal to let this iconic meeting spot continue operating on the UC San Diego campus.
People aren't like, oh, they're more like, okay, that's cool. And then we just move on.
And free to be who they want to be. A summer camp building confidence and community for transgender kids. KPBS Evening Edition starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Ebony Monet. The son of a Mexican leader of the Sinaloa cartel has been indicted on U.S. drug smuggling charges. A federal court in San Diego is taking up the case of Damaso Lopez Serrano. KPBS's Deb Welsh says his attorney entered a plea of not guilty.
Lopez Serrano is the son of Damaso Lopez Nunez, who's launched a struggle for control of the cartel following the arrest of its leader, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. The elder Lopez was arrested by Mexican authorities in Mexico City in May. El Chapo Guzman was extradited to the United States earlier this year to face drug charges. The elder Lopez was long considered Guzman's right-hand man, who helped him escape from a Mexican prison in 2001. Lopez Serrano is charged with conspiracy to import and distribute methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin. He turned himself in to U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers on July 27th in Calexico, California. Deb Welsh, KPBS News.
Lopez Serrano is believed to be the highest-ranking Mexican cartel member ever to surrender to authorities in the United States. U.S. officials say they're in the process of seeking his father's extradition from Mexico. The price of a covered California plan in San Diego is going up an average of 11.5% next year. KPBS health reporter Kenny Goldberg explains there's a wide variability among insurance plans.
Nearly 1 in 4 San Diegans who have a covered California plan has Kaiser Permanente. Their rates are going up between 6 and 10% next year. Molina Healthcare has the second highest enrollment in the region. Their premiums will rise between 18 and 31%.
That'll tell me how big a hit people will take.
Jan Spenceley heads up the nonprofit San Diegans for Healthcare Coverage. She says 87% of San Diegans enrolled in covered California get financial help.
People want to have health coverage. The issue for them has always been whether they could afford it. And when you make it so that they can afford it, most people prefer to have coverage.
More than 122,000 San Diegans have a covered California plan. They'll receive notice in October of what their plan will cost in 2018. Kenny Goldberg, KPBS News.
The final vaccination rates are in for California's first school year under a law banning personal belief exemptions for immunizations. KPBS education reporter Megan Burke says the latest numbers for 7th grade whooping cough boosters show more students are getting immunized, but some are still finding alternatives.
Nearly 98% of San Diego County 7th graders had their Tdap booster by the start of last school year. 99% of Imperial County 7th graders had the booster.
So this is showing students in California and San Diego.
Dr. Dean Seidlinger with the County of San Diego says there was a slight increase in the number of students skipping the vaccine for medical reasons.
We don't know if that uptick is just parents who their children had a medical reason all along, but they chose to just say that they preferred not to get the vaccine and now have gone to the doctor, or if these are new medical exemptions that parents are choosing to go to the doctor from. But even that increase has not been very large, and we still have very good coverage.
The data also suggests a small number of students weren't vaccinated because they enrolled in online charter schools. Those who study at home are exempted from the law. Megan Burks, KPBS News.
And now we go to the Salton Sea, which has been shrinking for years. More lake bed is drying up and getting exposed to desert winds. One concern has been dust will get kicked up, making air quality worse for nearby residents. KPBS science reporter David Wagner says a recent study confirms this is already starting to happen.
Scientists at UC Riverside wanted to know how much of the airborne dust around the Salton Sea is actually coming from this newly exposed lake bed, known as playa. In recent samplings, they found that playa emissions accounted for nearly 10% of the kind of particulate matter known to raise the risk of heart and lung disease. UC Riverside's Roya Bahraini led the study.
With drying up of the lake and exposing the shorelines, we get additional source of airborne dust, and exposure to these particles can have health impacts for humans.
The researchers also looked at the chemical composition of the airborne playa dust. They found that while it is saltier and higher in some trace elements, it is not especially toxic. David Wagner, KPBS News.
San Diego Zoo researchers are in the midst of a project that's developing techniques to artificially inseminate a small group of southern white rhinos. KPBS environment reporter Eric Anderson says it's a crucial step in the urgent effort to keep the northern white rhino from going extinct.
The 6 female southern white rhinos arrived in San Diego with high expectations.
I remember, going over to Africa to be the first one from our team to meet them.
Steve Metzler remembers that long airline flight from South Africa in 2015. The crates carried more than just rhinoceroses. They carried hope that there was still a chance to keep the closely related northern white rhino from going extinct.
There are animals that have been here for millions of years, and we're at the verge of seeing them disappear. After all of that longevity, we're the reason that they're starting to disappear.
Poaching snuffed out the wild populations, and age is taking its toll on the survivors in captivity. There are only 3 living northern whites. The last one to live at the safari park died in 2015. Keepers open a heavy metal gate in an off-exhibit area. Marco Zeno shouts an encouraging word to the largest rhino in the group.
Good girl, why don't you come right over here?
The animal lumbers from one enclosure to another. Amani is the first of 6 females to be inseminated artificially with southern white sperm. If it works, it's a major step towards saving the northern white rhino species.
Give me your nose.
Zeno pokes an open hand through a thick wire fence, encouraging an up-close visit.
It's remarkable that these animals that were essentially wild when they came in, after just about 3 months, were hand-feeding and being really calm around people and have no reason to be afraid, and now they're really great. They do anything we need them to.
That includes standing still for shots and taking blood. The animals have also been taught to accept regular ultrasounds. Livia plods into a secure chute. Once a week, the Institute for Conservation Research's Barbara Durant and Parker Pennington examine the rhino's reproductive tract. But this ultrasound isn't what you might expect. There is no application of cold jelly as the doctor manipulates the ultrasound wand on the outside of the tummy. This wand is encased in plastic piping, and it goes inside the animal. Pennington moves the device into place just above the rhino's narrow and curvy reproductive tract. She looks at the portable ultrasound screen and snaps pictures as needed.
I'm going to measure some of those too.
Durant says the idea is to regularly check in on the animal's reproductive organs.
So we go in with an ultrasound probe and we look at the uterine horns, we look at the ovaries, and we're looking at the structures on the ovaries. And the structures we're looking for are the follicles, which are the growing eggs, the structure that holds the egg.
Durant is, in essence, writing the book on the rhino's reproductive cycle because this research isn't happening anywhere else.
You see this? That's fluid in there.
And there's hope that what they learn will allow for an unprecedented successful artificial insemination. As the researchers strain to get the information they need, Livia calmly munches on treats offered by her trainer. There is no sedation. About 20 minutes after it started, the exam is finished.
So what we're trying to do with that information is not only just document what the estrus cycle of the rhinoceros is, but we're also trying to optimize our artificial insemination techniques by doing the insemination when we know the time is exactly right.
It'll be a couple of months before researchers find out if the first attempted insemination on Amani works. Durant's plan is for all 6 rhinos to have successful births from the process. She wants proven success before she attempts to implant a more precious embryo.
Everything that we're doing now is leading up to having a female southern white rhino that can receive and gestate a northern white rhino embryo.
That's possible because researchers have access to the genetic building blocks required to create a fertilized embryo.
We have the cell lines from 12 northern white rhinos. There are only 3 living northern white rhinos, but we have cell lines from 12. So we have enough genetic diversity. All those genomes, all those cell lines have had their genomes examined. And so we know that there's enough genetic diversity in those cell lines to create a viable population of northern white rhinos.
As Durant works to perfect the artificial breeding techniques, other researchers are figuring out how to unlock the zoo's genetic repository of northern white rhino cells. Those cells are housed in the frozen zoo, nitrogen-filled tanks that house cells from thousands of animals. Scientists will need to resolve the reproductive and genetic obstacles for the northern white rhino to get a second chance. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
For years, UC San Diego has been in a standoff with students and alumni over the operation of Che Cafe. The music venue has been on campus for more than 30 years, serving as one of San Diego's only all-ages venue for punk and hardcore music. Now, after years of negotiations, the Che Cafe will stay open and get some much-needed upgrades. KPBS's Matt Hoffman has the story.
Well, welcome to the Che Cafe. This is our main ballroom and main stage.
That's Tom Corringham, one of the Che Cafe Collective's core members. Corringham first got involved with the collective as a grad student in the early 2000s. Now he and a handful of UC San Diego students and alumni work to operate the rock venue during the academic year. For more than 30 years, students have booked shows, sold tickets, and even taken orders.
This is usually where we keep our menu.
Corringham says the Che Cafe is actually licensed to serve food, and the venue regularly cooks up vegan cuisine during weekend shows.
It's a bit of a mess right now as we're clearing the space out for construction, but you can see we have a couple commercial ovens, and we used to have a walk-in that's broken right now.
For the last 2 years, the Che Cafe has been operating without a lease from the university. Today, they have a new rental agreement that includes upgrades to the venue's safety, and those upgrades got underway today. Workers were installing a pipe for the cafe's new gender-neutral bathroom. They needed to become ADA compliant, and along with a new hood vent in the kitchen, they're getting a handicap parking space and new sprinkler system. Corringham says UCSD is investing around $600,000 into the Che Cafe. At one point, he says the university even offered to build them a whole new venue.
And I think the collective said we would take a new building as long as you replace it with exactly what was here before.
Corringham says it took a year of tough negotiations to save the Che, with lawyers on both sides getting involved.
For about a year, we had to fight to save the Che Cafe. There have been other spaces on campus that have been bulldozed, the Craft Center, for example. And I think the difference is that we are a radical leftist space, and we're used to fighting for what we believe in.
The Che Cafe plans on construction finishing by November. After that, they'll kick off another year of shows, food, and fun for the community. For KPBS News, I'm Matt Hoffman.
Under Che's new lease with UC San Diego, they will pay just $1 in yearly rent and have all of their utilities covered. A Grossmont College professor explores the migrant experience along the U.S.-Mexico border through photography. From our sister station in Los Angeles, KCET shows us his public art installations on the border.
You're always, in some ways, in a state of uncertainty of being grounded. It's a challenging place for people. The nature of the environment is tough, it's hot, it's dry. For a lot of people, it's a life of struggle, of trying to get to that other place. I wanted it to reflect a sense of a first-person journey through the landscape and what you might notice as you're walking around in this place. And some of the little details you would notice, little comic books, toothbrushes, shoes, remnants of somebody's existence being kind of left behind. To give a sense of that experience, and as an artist, as a photographer, my work's grounded in the idea of experiencing in a particular psychological space and a particular physical place. The border really serves as a metaphor for transition, to go from one place to another, quite literally physically and emotionally. For those that are coming from the interior of Mexico in Central America to make for a new life here in the United States, it's a key transitional moment. They're leaving something behind for something completely unknown. I did a project of site-specific installation work along the border wall, photographing migrants that were camping out here during the day in attempts to cross at night. It was a collaborative project, and I would photograph the person with a large format film called Polaroid positive-negative film. And I would give the photographic print to the person I was photographing. The printing process entailed printing the images on pieces of steel that were roughly 16 by 20 inches, and each one would weigh approximately 30 pounds. After a couple weeks, I would drive back down to the location where I made the photograph, and I would rivet the images onto the steel wall, predominantly here in Smuggler Gulch, which is known for human and drug smuggling dating back to the early 20th century. The image would stay intact for a good year, and then some would deteriorate after a few weeks' time. And the nature of how they deteriorated was predominantly because of the elements. And then the Mexican government came along and put up their own placards warning migrants of the dangers of crossing the borders. I started photographing along the border in 1997. And at the time I was going through my own personal transition of my own sense of identity. I actually felt lost. I wasn't sure where I was going. And I thought I needed to go to a space and a place that represented a sense of discovery for myself. All the work I did in terms of photographing was during the day. They're kind of stuck. There's no real place to go. They're at the border. They're waiting to cross. And that pause, that waiting, comes with a heavy weight associated with it, the different ideas that race through your head while you're here. For the people I would photograph, that would become the most profound thing. I would photograph men who would leave their wives, their children, their entire family existence behind to cross. Every now and then you would come across an entire family crossing, and they were coming with not much of anything except for a backpack full of clothes and some water. Sitting out in the desert in the hot causes your mind to think about different things and think about what your life has been like and what it might be. And particularly for myself in photographing out here, I've gone through that similar experience. Each time I come down to the border to do work, it causes me to reflect and think about where I've been and where I might be going, not only as a person, but as an artist as well. My name is Paul Tournay, and I'm a photographer and artist living in San Diego.
This story was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Cloudy skies and sunshine for San Diego this week. Regina Miller has more in tonight's forecast.
Well, we can see things are all quiet here across San Diego County, and it looks as though going even into the next several days. Most of the monsoonal moisture has shifted out of the area, and so we are going to have quiet conditions with skies becoming mostly clear in the metro areas for tonight, an overnight low of 69 degrees. In San Diego County for tonight, we'll see an overnight low in Borrego Springs, 79 degrees, Mount Laguna at 60, and San Diego, 69. Oceanside is at 60. 66 degrees with some clouds around late. The storm's moving inland, so we're going to have our typical summertime heat here. Any showers and thunderstorms pretty much confined to northern California, parts of northern Nevada as well. And for tomorrow, we're looking at a temperature of 107 in Borrego Springs, 81 in Mount Laguna. Oceanside tops out at 78 degrees and 79 in San Diego. So along the coast, low clouds give way to sunshine, then partly cloudy on Wednesday with a temperature of 79. Partly cloudy on Thursday as well, temperature of 79 degrees. Temperature pretty much staying the same right into the weekend. Inland locations, we have low clouds in the morning giving way to some sunshine for your Tuesday at 90 degrees. Partly cloudy on Wednesday, and then we have some sunshine, warm on Thursday with a temperature of 89. We're back up to 91 for Friday and Saturday. A good deal of sunshine for your Saturday as well. In the mountain areas, we're going to see a high temperature of 81 degrees. Nice with some sunshine for your Tuesday. Gorgeous on Wednesday with sunshine and 82. Mostly sunny on Thursday at 82 as well. Friday, we could be looking at a shower or thunderstorm, and on Saturday we could also be looking for a shower or thunderstorm in spots, and in the desert locations mostly sunny. 107 for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're at 106 for Friday, and there could be a thunderstorm in spots on Saturday. I'm Regina Miller, KPBS News.
There's a timeless debate over what to do about humans encroaching on wildlife. In California, Caltrans wants to add wildlife crossings, and here's an example of why. Take a look at this mountain lion. National Park Service researchers say he successfully crossed the 101 freeway in Ventura County this weekend. This is video captured from a home security camera a few days before researchers say he made the cross. UCLA researchers say California interstates are often a major barrier for wildlife, and while this mountain lion survived, most won't take the risk. The lack of connectivity has led to inbreeding and reduced genetic diversity. Caltrans estimates the wildlife crossing project would cost about $19 million. A summer camp for young kids in the Bay Area is becoming more and more popular. It serves transgender kids. And AP reporter Terry Che says the camp's growth reflects a dramatic increase in children socially transitioning at younger and younger ages across the country.
At Rainbow Day Camp, kids sing silly songs, play ball, make art, and do wacky relay races. But what makes this summer program unique is the campers it serves, transgender children, some as young as 4 years old. It's a place where they can use the pronoun of their choice and meet other transgender kids and adults, including many of the camp counselors.
They're following their creative interests, and they don't have this added stress or weight of being othered. They get to be their most authentic selves and build community with other people who understand the same life experience.
People aren't like, oh, they're more like, okay, that's cool, and then we just move on.
Transgender fluid person.
Sandra Collins, a former college professor, started the program 2 years ago after she struggled to find a camp where her transgender daughter Scarlett would feel comfortable.
You know, I used to say that the camp began out of sadness because of this experience, but a friend encouraged me to reframe it, that the camp began out of love, out of trying to create a safe space for my daughter and then other kids who were like her.
Enrollment has since tripled to 60 campers from California and beyond.
I like to be who I am, and it's not fun to be who I am not.
Experts say the camp's growth mirrors the sharp increase in transgender children across the country.
We are definitely seeing more kids, many more kids socially transitioning at very young ages. And the reason we're seeing them more is because we're looking for them and letting them be found.
For critics who question whether preschool-age kids should be allowed to transition so early, developmental psychologist Diane Aronseff says children can identify their gender at a very young age.
We expect a 2-year-old to know, I am boy, I am girl. So why can't that also apply to transgender children?
Banana slug.
Molly Maxwell says that's what happened when her child was a toddler.
Once she learned to talk and have a voice, she was very insistent that she was not a boy, she was a girl, and to call her a girl.
James Kaplan's mom doesn't regret allowing her child to transition.
I had to mourn the loss of my daughter and at the same time welcome my son and get to know him. And as soon as he transitioned, he was happier, he was confident.
and building confidence and community is what Rainbow Day Camp is all about. Terry Che, Associated Press, El Cerrito, California.
Say hello to Rudy, Abby's new stepbrother on Sesame Street.
Meet Rudy, the newest kid on Sesame Street. He's the stepbrother of kid favorite Abby Cadabby. Show producers say the 3-year-old orange monster will help teach kids about blended families. And even though they're different, with Abby being a fairy and all, Abby accepts her new little brother with open arms. The latest census numbers show 16% of U.S. children live with a step sibling. Now here's a look at what we're working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. On Morning Edition, counting down to a solar eclipse. We'll take a look at what drives eclipse chasers, people who are willing to travel from all over to see this celestial event. And on Midday Edition, get ready to go global. The San Diego companies who are getting ready to expand into international markets. That's tomorrow on KPBS Radio. You can find tonight's story on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.